You know, I caught
Don't drop it
myself trying
again.
to squeeze the muscle inside my butt, man. You ain't going back up in me like that, man. She said, didn't my lubricant tube. She, I said, man, come on, please, don't do me like this, man.
He started begging. He started begging the doctor not to violate her.
I tried to talk to her, right? I said, come on, man, please don't do me like this, man. And
This bitch.
she said, hold still, Mr. Johnson. I said, come on. She said, hold still. She smacked my ass cheek. I said, boy, I'm gonna get her. And she went in my butt and did a practice like that again. Spread myself. They, matter of
Did
fact,
she get the third one out?
yeah, she got it out. And as soon as she got it out, she looked at it for a while, went, she said, there it is.
This is some old BS I found on the internets. Fleece Johnson, AKA the Booty Warrior, from the hit show series The Boondocks and NBC Lockup, is back with another story. Now, this is a blind reaction. This is one of my. I'm a big fan. Obviously, I'm a big fan of this dude. Pause. His storytelling is stellar. And let's hear another one.
I want to tell y'all about a story. Everybody want to, I mean, who's Fleece Johnson? What is he about? What he done, this and that. And I done been telling y'all different segments, certain things I experienced and encountered while I was in penitentiary. Let me tell you this one. I'm up there turning up stuff down Eddyville. You know, y'all already know I tore up the lecture room in the days of Martha Lane Collins. Yeah, I can hold this up as documented because she came to the penitentiary. And the Curry Jones said it cost $650,000 per the damage. You know, that's how much I be tearing up. So they,
That need to be said. I'm sure. I'm sure. You ain't nothing to play with, partner. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, I wouldn't be looking at you. None of us would be. And I'm a big fan of this cat, man. I can't get enough of his stories.
at Eddyville prison said they tired of it. So we tired of him tearing up all our stuff. So Frankfurt, the Department of Correction, down at North Point, built a destructive proof cell for me. Hmm?
You already talked about that.
Now, so what a destructive proof cell is going to do? Which, the only way you could build a destructive proof cell is to put 4 walls of straight concrete in there. Don't put in a window, oh, maybe some bars to get in. Everything else is just concrete. Don't put a bed, sheets, toothpaste. Don't put a toilet in there. Nothing. That's the only way you get destructive proof. Other than that, he's gonna destroy it. Unless you give him something that that you don't care if he destroys.
They built that cell for me, put me in naked. Nothing. No blankets, no mattress, no drawers, no toilet paper, no toothbrush, no nothing. And so I tell him every day, man, why y'all got me living like this? Can I get a mattress? Can I get a sheet?
Destructive proof means this is torture. But yeah, that means they're gonna have you living in a very inhumane situation. But that's America. Prison is inhumane, and a lot of parts of America is inhumane. So that's just the way it is.
can I get a blanket? They ignore me. I said, I know what y'all want to see, man. Y'all want me to see if I can turn this cell up. I heard y'all had it special built. Everything was bolted to the floor. Big old steel plate over the door with little peepholes in the window. Everything. It was messed up, and then when they bring me food, it'll be in a paper cup, paper plate, stuff like that. So summer went, 4 months went by, 5 months, 6 months. I'm still naked. Naked. Ain't caused no trouble. Ain't did nothing deserving of this. Then wintertime sets in.
Oh, wintertime set in. The heat, the cold loosen up the screws. You know, metal shrinks when it's cold, thereby loosening up the screws. Oh, that summertime. So I don't know if you all paid attention in science class, but I did. Oh, I didn't even think about that. What an opportunity! And them dumbass people in prison didn't even figure that out. Anyway,
So I'm in there smiling to myself, laughing. Some nurse peeked through the door. I couldn't stand her. She was a big white nurse with big fingers. Oh, let me tell you about this. This same nurse. So she said, Mr. Johnson. I said, what? Do you know where you at? I said, yeah, I know where I'm at. Why? She said, I see you in there laughing and all that stuff. She didn't understand that I could take my mind, put it on something joyful, and the joy will override the pain. I did that a lot, but I had one encounter with this white woman. I want to tell you about it. I'm going to keep it real with you. You know, it's something that's shameful, but I'm going to tell you, right? One day, I got tired. Before I tore that place up, I said, man, I need something to work with. They got me in this destructive proof cells. I need something to start prying into the brick and stuff. So I went into the forensic lightning, and I beat it until I loosened some screws up there, and they was like in 6-inch screws. The great big fat ones went through there. So
it was cold. Yeah, or they just didn't figure they need to bolt the fluorescent light in. But yeah, it was cold.
I put them between my fingers, like I had 3 of them. Fold my fingers up there, these, and they had them sticking out like it. I could use these as weapons, man. This is dope. 6 inches, big fat screws. I said, well, I'm gonna try them. So Gore come through. So I took them big old screws, them big 6-inch screws, and I said, hey, punk. And I dropped them in the sink. The sink was made out of steel, and when it hit the sink, it made that noise. Now he knows I ain't supposed to have nothing in there to make noise like that. So he said, "You got a weapon in there?" I said, "What do you think, punk?" You know. So he said, "I'll be back." So I know they coming back. So I said, "I can't let him find these screws." You know, this is gonna be my groundbreaker. Get me up. I'm gonna pick a hole through this whole wall. All I need is something to dig with, and I dig until I create a hole. That's how I bust through stuff. I heard some noise, and I peeked through the crack of my door. I could see all the way down the hall. They suiting up. That's a term we use in prison when guards put on the heat. They get ready to ride for you. They getting their billy clubs and they putting on all their stuff, you know. So now I gotta get rid of the screws. So I took the baggie that was on my paper tray, and I put the screws in there and wrapped that around bag, folded around the screws real good, especially around the needle part. So I had 3 of them big 16 screws in there, right? So I, dumbass as I am, I said I got to keep these screws because they keep running in here. So I, dumbass as I am, I said I got to keep these screws because they keep running in here. I gotta have a weapon to fight back.
Oh
So
man.
I keistered
Oh.
them. That means stuck them up my ass. All 3 inches of them 6-inch screws. So here they come in my cell. So I thought it was gonna be a little walk in and walk out. If you don't find the screws, they gonna walk out, right? So they came in there and said, turn around and be handcuffed. So I turned around, let them handcuff me. They opened my door, come in there. So they got me up, standing up against the wall. They said, what was it? And the guard said, well, I heard something hit this metal, and it had to be metal, metal on metal. He said, I know what I heard. So they searched the cell. You know, like I said, my bed is made out of solid concrete, so there ain't no looking under the bed. It's concrete come from the floor. So it's an easy search. They said, well, we don't see it in there, so they went out and looked in the halls, you know, in case I threw it under the door or something. But one of them lieutenants, a little nasty racist, he said, you know what? I bet I know what them screws is at. And they said, where? He said, but one of them lieutenants, a little nasty racist, he said, you know what? I bet I know what them screws is at. And they said, where? He said, you ever tried looking up his butt? I turned and looked at him real nasty, right? Like, I dare you, you know. And they said, what about it, Johnson? Is that where they at? I said, is that where what's at? He said, the screw. I said, man, go to hell, man. Go on somewhere, man. I didn't have no screws. He made it up. He said, I ain't making nothing up. I know what I heard. God damn it. You know, excuse my French, but I mean, that's how he talked to me. So they say, well, let me call the warden. So it was the one that shot me, a little fat, nasty one. He gave them permission to dig up my butt, right? So they said, bend over. I said, man, I'm not bending over. They said, yeah. They said, bend him over, so we wrestling. I can't wrestle too much because these is screws up in my ass, man. I can't do too much moving my legs and stuff because them things got.
Why you can't wrestle? Who Where they get this cat from, man?
I can't wrestle too much because these is screws up in my ass, man. I can't do too much moving my legs and stuff because them things got points on them. You know, it got points on them. It turn my ass open, man. So I lay still. So they say, bend him over. They got me in a dog style position, man. They say, grab his knee, his legs, fold him up. They say, and then one of them was choking me, man. I'm already handcuffed from behind the back, and my feet is handcuffed. So I just lay still right there, man. I'm dog style, butt cocked up in the air. This nurse,
This bitch.
I can't stand her to this day, man. Like I said, she got them big old fingers. She looked like, I don't even know if she's a woman. I swear I can't even say she's a woman for real, man. Not to me, man. She took and put on some gloves, and then I tried to throw my little bluff out. I said, I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. Let one of you try it. All that stuff. She wasn't hearing all that, bro. She took some cream and put it on them big old fingers. I'm talking about those fingers. I mean, man, hey, look, she smacked it in the crack of my butt. I said, man, don't you do this, right? So she went in, and when she went in, she did her fingers like that, spread them open. Man had me gapped open like that, man. And you talking about embarrassment? Cause when she
Man,
pulled one of them
hold up,
out,
man.
she pulled one screw.
Fleece,
They didn't come out.
Fleece, if you ever see this, man, man, I apologize for laughing at you, man. That's all I can just say. You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm telling you, I'm not laughing at the story, man. I don't know how to say it. You know how people say I'm laughing at the way you told it, but not what had happened. So anything that happened to anybody else could happen to you. So I just hope it just happened to me. You know.
She went in. She went in, and when she went in, she did her fingers like that, spread them open. Man had me gapped open like that, man.
This bitch.
And you talking about embarrassment? Cause when she pulled one of them out, she pulled one screw. They didn't come out all, and the bag dissolved inside of me or something. The screws was just in a single. So when she pulled one out,
The screws
and they
dissolved?
had this on.
Hold up.
When she pulled one out, and they had this on camera, videoing, and she pulled the first screw out and went. A guard said, "What was that?" See, that came up out of him. So, man, she went back in it and pried her fingers open like that to stretch my stuff open, man. I almost cried, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Man, I was so ashamed. You hear me? And she went and she got the other one. And she dropped it on the bed.
Please.
Hey, look, I can't.
Stop dropping that phone, bro. I can't. I am never going to look at I am never going to look at a phone drop or or any type of thing dropping the same ever again. Thank you, Fleece. Thank you. You know what I'm saying?
Talk about this no more. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Man, I'm telling you, man, it was
It's
shameful.
it's
It was
one more though.
one more left in her. So I'm trying to, I caught
Don't drop
myself
it
trying
again.
to squeeze the muscle inside my butt. Man, you ain't going back up in me like that, man. She said, my lubricant tube. I said, man, come on, please, don't do me like this, man.
He started begging. He started begging the doctor not to violate her.
I tried to talk to her, right? I said, come on, man, please don't do me like this, man. And
This bitch.
she said, hold still, Mr. Johnson. I said, come on.
How still, Mr. Johnson?
Now, man, look, y'all already got two out of me. Why don't y'all just step out and let me?
Oh, he just snitched on himself and he don't even know. He just snitched on himself. He said you already got two out of me. They're like, he got a third. Oh, man. Yeah. You guys going to prison. Y'all want a keister and go through this? Keep out here messing up on these streets. Y'all think y'all on that? Yeah. Getting your feelings and get your attitude. You know what I'm saying? You think your way through. You know, you can have an attitude and get back at people, but it's certain ways to do it. You know.
Sat on the toilet, and the lieutenant said, "No, we're not going to do that. That's a weapon. Get it out of it." She said, "Hold still." And she smacked my ass cheek. I said, "Boy."
She smacked his ass cheek before she was going in. She probably was getting something out of it. Her pussy was probably wet. This is hilarious.
I'm gonna get her. And she went in my butt and did her fingers like that again. Spread myself. Man, I almost died, man. I just sat there. I was so ashamed, man. I couldn't even get up. Matter of fact,
Did she get the third one out?
yeah, she got it out. And as soon as she got it out, she looked at it for a while and went, She said, "Oh, it is." She that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Don't nobody.
And she took.
Man, he has changed, dude. If anybody drops a phone from here on out, he has changed that. You can't. There's no need for a phone case anymore. Do not drop your phone. Anyway, let's get back into it. Let's get back with it, man. Goddamn Fleece. Goddamn Fleece. Man, this guy's he's gonna take over the merch business. Oh yeah. just everything he do. Man, this guy, why we kept him in prison this long? This guy's the American spirit, the American dream. Cause he's gonna be sitting up here making so much goddamn money with phone cases and t-shirts and mic drops and God knows what else, man. Man, oh, people gonna be, man. Oh man. Anyway,
Gloves, all the stuff. She said, "You'll be all right, Mr. Johnson. Can you walk?" Now, remember I said she kept putting lubricant up my butt, right? So, I'm still handcuffed and leg shackled. So they turned all the guards. We got everything. So now it's time for them to evacuate my cell. So they leave one by one. One guard, he was holding my handcuffs, right? The other ones was leaving. So when they all stepped out, he let go of the handcuffs, and then he stepped out and the door shut. Now, I got to walk up to the door and bend down and let them take the handcuffs off, and then they'll pop the bottom thing and take out the leg shackle. So I try to act like I had an attitude, right? I stand up, mean ass attitude. I'm tough shit. I'm cussing. I said, man, I'm telling you, I'm gonna get everybody involved in this. And I took a step. Every time I take a step, all that grease and stuff was still up in my crack, right? So when I took a step and went, and I stopped, I said, man, shit. They said, come on up here, let us take the handcuffs out. I said, man, took another step. I said, man, I can't do this, man. They said, do you want the handcuffs out for you, boy? So I took a couple more steps. They took them off for me, man, but I would never forget that. I like to think I survived it, so I must be something, right?